So this week we got a glimpse at Shadow Collective Maul from AMG, but within that article there was a spicy little upgrade up close and personal, which I am very excited about. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, Star Wars Legion folks. Welcome back to Dice Commando for a Lazy Legion Sunday chat. That's right, I'm more excited than lazy this morning, as you can see. So up close and personal was spoiled in that article. A lot of cool stuff going on. Great to see Maul and all. If you're into the Shadow Collective, you're excited about them coming. I know many of us are just excited to see how the mercenaries are going to fit in, and there's a lot going on there. But this card I wanted to talk about. So after you perform a ranged attack at range 1 to 2, gain 1 dodge token. Man, for 5 points, there's a lot going on here, right? Now, they specifically in the article speak to combine, because they're talking about Maul, of course, they specifically speak to combining it with Saber Throw. Now, the one I'm throwing up right now is ObiWan. That's because, he can gain Nimble through some of his command cards, which makes it kind of cool to get that. But it's really great for all of these Force users that would use Saber Throw, because you can turn on their Deflect or their whatever, right? Their Sorisu or whatever it may be, and throw damage right back at them, right? I mean, that's absolutely fantastic. So as long as you can go first, you have that sitting there. If they shoot you, they're probably going to take some. Well, you've got a good chance of hitting some back. Depends on who it is. If it's Anakin, it's almost definitely going to, right? Very, very exciting there for use with the Force users. The question will be, what other stuff would you have to sacrifice? Because not all of them have multiple training slots, so you have to make decisions there for sure, right? I mean, a lot of them you like to put tenacity on. So is this worth not running tenacity? I don't know. I think that's a fair question. If you have to make the choice, I think you have to figure out what kind of army you're running. I think most of the time with what you're trying to do with them, you're probably going to want to run tenacity, but up close and personal could absolutely work. Now, obviously with Sabine, I mean, she's on the card, right? So it kind of speaks to being used with her, and it is. It's freaking awesome with her. She's got that gunslinger, so after you perform a ranged attack, you can perform an additional ranged attack, which means you do it twice, which means you get 2 dodge tokens. And guess what? Home Slice has got Nimble, so she gets to keep those the whole round. So you want her to go early. Unfortunately, she doesn't have all the sexy. So I actually used to run, or in my list, I previously had run Tenacity on her as well. Sometimes I run Tenacity, sometimes I run Situational Awareness, which is obviously really good with her as well, using all those dodge tokens. But yeah, getting 2 of them out of this and then be able to keep those through the round, that's really, really good, right? I mean, obviously really, really good, because it's just infinite, right? So she can pop off, she gets 2 suit well for the round, she gets infinite dodges. That's pretty hot. And then if you look into, the other guys with Gunslinger, you have Han, whatever. You have Han and you have Rex, and this might make Rex worth it again, right? Because a lot of times I wasn't running. For me, I wasn't necessarily running a training on Rex as it was. Now he's 100 points for what he does. One of his disadvantages that he'd always had was the range 1 to 2. This, I think, helps it out a lot. And one of the cool things about this here is if he goes early, a lot of times you kind of want to, if you're big plays with Rex, you want to keep necessarily an order token on. But if he can go early and he generates those, even if he doesn't necessarily use them, he can share them, right? So that's really, really strong with Rex. So I think this one really makes people go back and think about Rex. And then obviously Han doing the sharpshooter thing as well, it helps them. I mean, if we're looking at this overall, I think this is a great upgrade for Rex. I think it's a great upgrade for Sabine. Han, it's good, but it's good, not great. And then if you look, that's where I'd probably put it for the Force users too on a case-by-case basis is good, not great. But for Sabine and for, I think, Rex, just with the token sharing alone and the ability to use it in multiple areas, I think it looks really great on Sabine and Rex. So anyway, that's it. Quick and dirty today, but man, this upgrade is something else. So let me know what you guys are thinking. What other uses are there out there that I maybe haven't thought of? I mean, sure, there's Padme and stuff out there you could use it on too, I suppose, but really trying to just abuse the snot out of that 5 points with the gunslinger and then the nimble. And this is a great upgrade. So, and I just painted my Sabine a couple weeks ago, and we're ready to get her out there and use an abuser. So anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you're thinking, and go Commando.